With Chris Singleton, I'm John Schaub. It's the Detroit Tigers and the San Diego. And our pitcher in this game, Michael King. What should we keep an eye on here?
Boog, this guy usually turns in a very good outing. His teammates really enjoy when he's on the mound. Everyone seems to be loose, which can help the offense be a bit more dangerous. So if you look at the opposing lineup, they're hoping he doesn't just settle in. They want to make this an uncomfortable start from the beginning.
0-2 now. On the ground. And that one finds its way through. So a runner aboard to start the inning. Now the number 2 hitter. One of the stars in the win yesterday as he had 3 hits. And he lays down a bunt. To first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. Now it's going to be Vladimir Guerrero coming off a 4-hit effort in yesterday's game. And that's outside.
That ball went out.
Well, don't expect too many more high fastballs. This is a good sinker ball pitcher, and sometimes they can make mistakes trying to pitch up in the zone. Look for him to stay down around the knees to be effective.
Just missed.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Fly ball down the line. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. That misses the zone, and it's 3-2.
They tried to get him to go, chase the pitch down and away, but he wouldn't bite.
Swung on, belted. Carrying well. Out of here. A 3-run dinger. And the Tigers have the lead. It's 3-0.
He ran the count full and saved his best swing for last. That was a battle, and he won. Elevated fastballs, especially away, are like putting the ball on a tee. Hitters do a lot of cage work. They're comfortable hitting off the tees, and he was comfortable right there hitting that ball opposite field for a home run.
Manny Ramirez getting ready to hit. Liner to second, and picked on the hop. On to first. 1 pitch and 1 out. Let's take a check of the Tigers lineup. It features a great veteran presence, Adrian Beltre. David Ortiz up now for the Tigers. A swing and a miss, and that's strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Hard hit left side. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Stepping in the long ball threat, Albert Pujols. Year in and year out, this guy an MVP candidate. No question about this one. It's out of here. A solo shot. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add on. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
So 2 down. Now at the plate, Sammy Sosa. And a swing and a miss.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
Fly ball pretty well struck right field. That's back there. To the warning track, makes the catch. The 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was back here at Petco Park. And taking the ball for Detroit, Juan Marichal. Chris, he is a fun one to watch do his thing out there. Jake Cronenworth now at the plate.
Hey!
Screwball. Low outside. Changeup. Low inside.
And that one is lifted in the air. 1 away. Let's take a look at the Padres lineup. This is a veteran-led lineup right here. A lot of players with plenty of experience, Chris.
Yeah, Boog. They understand various situations and think ahead of the opponent.
Hey!
Teams like this know how to get down to business and focus on the task at hand.
Nope, that's a ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Drilled in the air out towards right center. And a couple of quick outs. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
Low middle.
Jackson Merrill.
No, foul ball.
Slider. Low middle.
Swing and a base hit. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The throw in. Not going to get him. He's in there.
He was all over that one. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ballgame.
Laureano comes up to hit.
Hey!
Well, here's a chance right here for one of the better hitters on this roster to get him on the board in the first. Thanks to the 3-hole hitter extending the inning. Good at bat with 2 outs.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Hey!
Slider. Low outside.
Man at second. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
That one 95 to finish him off. One left for San Diego. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score. Back here in San Diego, we move ahead to the top of the second now. Adrian Beltre up now for the Tigers. He swings and misses at the first pitch. 0-1. Beltre getting to start at third, 33 years old, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. The 0-1. Yeah, that's fouled off. Stays alive. A swing and a miss. Michael King the strikeout.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. You know, when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
The catcher.
Back to the top of the Detroit order. Perez digs in now.
Well, she's picked up right where she left off last game, Boog. What can't she do? It's like BP for her in the box lately.
And that is that. Tigers are shut down there. They lead. Bottom of the inning. So digging in now for San Diego, number 14.
Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Swing and a miss. And the count 1-1.
Four-seam
Eric
fastball.
Summersgill, our
Low
plate
outside.
umpire.
One thing to watch out for, Boog, is what side of the plate Summersgill might be favoring. He usually sets up at an
Slider.
angle. Pitchers
Low
sometimes will try to
outside.
figure that out early so they can attack that spot and get as many strike calls as possible.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Curveball.
Singy, what kind of strike
Low
zone is
outside.
most frustrating for hitters?
I'd say off the plate, away, and down. And why? Those are the toughest locations to hit the
Batting
baseball.
six.
Definitely
The
made him
first
chase a
baseman,
little bit out of the zone right there.
Four-seam
I don't think
fastball.
that's a strike if he
Outside.
takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Slings to first in time. Two down, bases empty.
Four-seam fastball.
Here's the third
Middle
baseman,
outside.
Miguel Andujar.
Andujar.
There's the strike.
Aye.
Slider. Middle outside.
Slider
Oh, that's
misses
out.
outside.
The only adjustment he
Four-seam
needs to
fastball.
make is his
Middle
target.
inside.
If you aim at the outside corner, that slider's going to end up way off the plate. Perhaps look a little more down the middle, and you get it right
Slider.
where you want it.
Low outside.
Slowly on the ground to short. Tosses to first. 3 up, 3 down, inning over. Tigers 4 and the Padres nothing. Back here at Petco Park. On to the third inning. Number 8 getting ready to hit.
He's picked up right where he left off last game, Boog. What can't this guy do? It's like BP for him in the box lately.
Hard ground ball, base knock. And the leadoff man aboard. Vladimir Guerrero up now for the Tigers. He's already homered here in this one. That's outside.
Oh, that's out.
And that's ball 1. Just
Oh,
missed.
that's just out.
Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Rice gets it in quickly. Runner stops at second, and the first 2 reach to start the inning. Now the left fielder, Manny Ramirez, grounded out his first time up. Now he can't squeeze it behind the plate. First and second, no outs. We're here in the top half of inning number 3. Close, but called a ball. Ball 2. Delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95. Rips one to right. And there's one down. Now it's the DH, David Ortiz. 0 for 1. He grounded out in his first at bat. Tap foul at the plate. Two on, 1 out. Swing at a ground ball. Flips it. There's one. Double play. Oh. What a quick killing to end the inning. We move on. Back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts.
Bogart.
Swing and a line drive slicing into right field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Waste no time there. Nice job of driving that pitch the other way on the line. You know, hitters, they take so many reps in the cages working on going to the opposite field, and it doesn't always translate into the game, but right there it did, and he did it perfectly.
Outside. Slider. Middle inside.
Here's a 1-1. And there's a foul ball.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
And a pop-up right side, foul territory. And he can't quite get there.
Slider.
It's a foul ball.
Outside. Four-seam fastball. High middle.
Oh,
That's
he
a
doesn't
ball.
get the call. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Challenge from behind the dish here. And that one did find the strike zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. So the San Diego batting order turns over. Jake Cronenwald, the next to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am
Four-seam
aggressive
fastball.
over the heart of the plate.
High
This guy's
middle.
been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as
Change up.
nasty as his stuff is, you might as well
Outside.
take all 3 swings.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. And that's 4 strikeouts.
Well-executed pitch on the outside part of the plate.
Kerry Carpenter
next,
will hit
four-seam
next.
fastball.
He's 0 for 1.
Number 30, Gary.
Hey!
Carpenter wants to challenge this, thought it was a ball. And that one just barely missed. The call is overturned. They'll keep both their challenges.
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
Yeah!
Four-seam fastball. Low middle.
On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Padres leave 1. They're down 4-0. As we go to the top of the 4th, digging in, Albert Pujols.
Albert Pujols.
Ripped on a line to center. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Around first and hustling for second. The relay not in time. That's a leadoff double.
Putting some good swings on the ball. That's his 2nd extra base hit in this one. When you connect and it jumps off your bat like that, you're thinking double at the very least. Put a great swing on it.
Now this ball is well hit. This one's got a chance. And that lands inside the party porch for a home run. Bottoms up. His first homer of the year, and they throw a pair on the board. It's 6-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. There was a fastball down the middle. I don't think the hitter recognized the pitch, but once he did, was quick enough to get it in play with some authority. He got that up and out of here.
And the Padres manager making his... They hand the ball over to a new arm, Ryan Hoeing.
Well, they didn't get much length out of their starter in this one, so they've got a lot of outs to eat up in that bullpen. I think they'll look for some length out of him right here if they can get it.
Now, Adrian Beltre. And a big swing and a miss. That one fouled off. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Top half of inning number 4. Got him swinging.
That was a tough slider right there. He couldn't get a piece of it just to try to keep the at-bat alive. And hitters will tell you that slider, when a guy's able to really tunnel the pitch where it looks like a fastball and then late has really good bite, so tough to lay off of because you've made the decision you don't want to get beat by a fastball, and then you swing and you miss. You go back to the dugout shaking your head.
pitch. That one drilled him. And
No, he's safe.
he busted it down the line for that infield single. Back to the top of the order. Perez up now for the Tigers. On the ground out to short. Oh, great stop. And they get the out.
What an acrobatic play right there. Knocks it down, throws from the seat of his pants, and just looks like he's playing in the backyard. He makes it look really easy. Picking up where he left off last game, Boog. Really comfortable in the box. You can see it in his body language.
In position. And that is that. 2 across on this San Diego homer. To the bottom of inning number 4 now. Bottom of the 4th, stepping in for San Diego, Jackson Merrill.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
Swings through that one.
Every pitcher wants a run support, and having a lead is nice, but it can be challenging for some pitchers. I think keeping the mindset to attack instead of trying to be too fine and have too much finesse. Go after hitters and get quick outs.
Slider. Middle inside.
Just
Ball,
misses
that's
the mark
inside.
outside the zone.
Really good take,
Curveball.
especially with 2 strikes.
Low inside.
Gets a piece there. We'll do it again.
Curveball. Low outside.
Here's a 1-2. On the ground to the left. Throws to first in time. Here's Ramon Laureano. His first at bat was a strikeout.
Hitter number 5, Ramon Laureano.
And it's fouled away.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
Strike 2.
Quickly in an 0-2 count,
Slider.
you've got to figure out a
Middle
way
outside.
to shorten your path to the baseball. Put it in play somewhere, then you got a chance.
Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Slider. Low middle.
Oh, great stop. Onto the pitcher, and very nicely done for the out. Here's the left fielder.
4-seam fastball. Low outside.
These hitters have been very aggressive
Four-seam
early
fastball.
in the count, but
High
when you're
outside.
down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those
Aye.
at-bats and get some base runners on.
Slider. Low outside.
2 down, nobody on. And he can't make the play. He won't get back to first in time, and he reaches safely.
Slider.
Here's
Low
Gavin
middle.
Sheets now, left-hand bat. He's 0 for 1. And that's
0-1.
off the inside edge.
Screwball.
And that is ball
Low middle.
1. Breaking
Hey.
ball through there for a strike.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Swings through that one for strike 2.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a hard hit liner up the middle to base hit. Back-to-back singles. So that's 2 straight 2-out hits.
4-seam fastball.
Here's Miguel
High outside.
Andujar. Grounded out his first time. Foul ball.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
Here's your 1. That to right. Guerrero towards the line, looking up, makes a one-handed catch. Padres leave a pair. Still up against a 6-0 deficit. Back here at Petco Park. Ready now for the 5th inning. Vladimir Guerrero up now for the Tigers. That one laced to center and a base hit. And the leadoff man aboard. Here's a big power threat. Manny Ramirez. Swinging a foul straight back.
Well, these Tigers doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. Only 2 strikeouts so far, and obviously they've been able to pick up plenty of hits, so it's been an impressive one.
Sheets takes it to the bag. Quick recovery from the misplay, pays off for the out. So now with 1 away and a man at second, and now the DH, David Ortiz. Foul ball there. Now the 0-1. Can't glove it cleanly. Gets off a throw, but it's not in time. Base hit.
When you go 0 for 5, 0 for 7, 0 for 8, it seems like an eternity, especially to start the season, because that's the one thing. Players want to get that first one out of the way so that they feel like, all right, I'm going to avoid.
Feeds to second, out there. What a double play that was. Inning over. Home. We head to the bottom of the 5th. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Ball 1 to Bogaerts. Catcher challenge. We'll take another look. It just shaved the zone. So they've still got both their challenges.
Slider. Low middle.
And that one fouled off.
Curveball. Low outside.
Got him swinging for the strikeout. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that's a curveball that people like to describe as a hammer or Uncle Charlie, and you can see why. It's not a looping slow curve. He throws it hard, and it gets plenty of bite on the end.
Fermin, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Curveball. Low outside.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
That's a pretty nasty pitch right there. I'd call it a power curveball in the 80s. It's got so much spin on it, and you really don't have a lot of time to sit back and watch what it's going to do before you have to commit. It was a good one for the swinging strikeout.
Cronenworth up for the 3rd time here. Watches that one miss.
4-seam fastball. High inside.
Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
4-seam fastball. High outside.
The 1-1 is fouled off.
So this offense has just been locked down. Almost 5 full innings of shutout baseball.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he strikes out the side in the 5th. Still nothing on the scoreboard. Back at the ballpark, let's take a look at some of the moments that stand out to us. Sammy Sosa now at the plate. And first offering is fouled off. And he couldn't hold back. He's run up on strikes. Fires to first in time.
Well, big power guy right there and generating so much bat speed. It's hard to bring that to a halt once you've committed. They tried to check the swing, just couldn't do it.
Now the third baseman, Adrian Beltre. Ripped to short. Throw to first in time. 2 outs, base is empty. Alfonso Soriano up now for the Tigers. 1 for 2.
Off the plate, ball 1. Aye.
Swing and a miss.
Clearly, he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Line to second, snagged on the bounce. Fires over to first. That back here in San Diego, stepping in for San Diego, Kerry Carpenter.
Kerry Carpenter.
And a foul ball.
Screwball. Low outside.
The 0-1.
Ball.
4-seam fastball. Middle inside.
Right through there for a strike.
And it really looks like these
4-seam
hitters have
fastball.
been in between
High-middle.
with their timing today. Good fastball, excellent slider, but they've not been able to commit to one velocity and stay there.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along. And
Up
now the
next,
center fielder,
Curveball.
Jackson Merrill.
The center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Close,
Ball.
but called a ball. Ball 1. And an ABS challenge coming from behind the dish. It just shaved the zone. Still 2 challenges left for them. The Tigers
Screwball.
up big in this
Low
one
outside.
here in the bottom of the 6th.
Four-seam fastball. Low inside.
The 0-2. And that one popped in the air, left field. 2 away. So digging in,
Slider.
Ramon Laureano.
Low middle.
Chopped left side.
that's foul.
But it
Four-seam
kicks foul.
fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball popped up. Pujols should have this one. And that ends the inning. Make it 6 shutout innings for him out there now. You're watching Tigers.
For the
Welcome back.
Padres,
We're in the 7th. We have a new
number
pitcher on the mound. Yuki Matsui. He pitched yesterday, and we'll see him once again.
Leading off for Detroit,
So back to the top of the order. Now here's the Detroit catcher, Perez. First
That's a
offering
ball.
way inside, almost got it.
Sometimes it takes a couple of pitches to get a feel, especially when you move from that bullpen mound into this game mound.
Ball. That pitch is out.
That clips the corner. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Slinging it to first in time. Here's the shortstop at the plate.
Well, Boog, yet another standout game from him. Quick hands, great balance in the box. You can tell he puts a lot of work in, and it's paying off.
Can't get there, it gets down. It's practically automatic at this point. It's every trip to the plate, something good's happening. So up next, Vladimir Guerrero.
Ball.
Bullpen
That's
action
down.
for the Padres. Ron Marinaccio getting loose out there.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
Line drive, base hit. Lead runner around second.
Oh, this has been a really nice game at the plate for him. He looks locked in. Nice line drive to the pull side, met it out front, but just stayed through it nice enough and ripped it into the outfield.
Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the run from third to add on. It's an RBI single. It's 7-0. So first and second with one man gone. David Ortiz digs in now. 1 for 3. And first offering is fouled off.
Nope. Ball 1.
That one catches the corner for a strike. Next offering misses.
Ball 2.
And the count now even up. Up the middle. Cronenworth. He flips it to second in time. Double play. What a clean killing. Welcome back. Taking a look at our game summary.
High middle.
Number 14, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball 1. Looked like a strike to me, and here comes the challenge. It just shaved the zone. They'll keep both their challenges.
Curveball. Low outside.
Curveball's been a big pitch for him today. He's been able to get
fastball.
ahead in the
Low
count
inside.
with it. He's also been able to use it to put guys away.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Wow, short work to send him packing to start the inning, and no messing around either. All 3 pitches were in the strike zone. That's pack mode all the way, and that's pretty impressive given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Left field. And that is foul.
This lineup is having a tough time finding a good rhythm at the plate. Their swings are disjointed, which tells me they're having issues with pitch recognition.
The Padres with a lot of ground to make up here at the bottom of the 7th. This one in the air, center field. Sosa settles under this one, and there's 2 away. Miguel Andujar, the next up for the Padres. Right through there for a strike.
I really like how he's been attacking hitters early in at bats. He's thrown strikes on the first pitch to over 70% of the guys he's faced in this one.
Slider. Middle outside.
2 down, nobody on. On the ground to third. Beltre. And that will end the inning. Still in total command on the mound with 7 shutout innings. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Ron Marinaccio.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stat.
That hit him.
First base.
And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. And here is Sosa to the plate. He's already homered in this game. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Now A.J. Hinch making a move for a pinch hitter. Willie Adames. Good opportunity for him first and second with nobody out. Willie Adames swings through it for strike 1. Late swing fouled off. Breaking ball misses down and away. Grounder might be 2. 1 and second. Their 4th double play of the night. Yikes.
Oh, man, what a smooth double play. That was a thing of beauty from start to finish.
So up next, Alfonso Soriano. Outfield deep here, trying to prevent anything over their heads. Shot into the gap, and that should bring in the run. And it's off the wall. Runner in from third to extend their lead. Pulls into second. That's an RBI double.
Picks himself up at RBI. That's a good sound coming off the bat, man. And as he connected out front and lifted into the outfield, that's one of those swings where you just don't even feel the ball hit the barrel. That's a pure stroke.
Man on second, 2 down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And that'll do it. Bottom of the 8th. So digging in now for San Diego, Xander Bogaerts. Swings through that one for strike 1.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
Low outside.
Ground ball left side. Adames. Now a jump throw. Bogaerts retired. And now the catcher comes up to him. Freddie Fermin.
Middle inside.
That one finds the zone. Strike
Curveball.
1.
Low outside.
Nice grab. Throw to the pitcher. Nicely done for the out. Back to the top of the order now.
Fastball.
Now here's
High
Jake
inside.
Cronenworth.
Yeah!
4-seam fastball. High inside. Four-seam fastball. High outside.
2 down, nobody on. And a swing and a miss. And that's that. 8 innings, 8 zeros as the shutout continues here. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound. David Morgan.
And with the big deficit on the scoreboard, he almost has to just put that out of his mind. Every outing matters for relievers and their numbers, but I think it's tough to get up for this type of appearance the same way you...
Oh, can't pick it up cleanly. Still fires to first, and they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. Now it's the right fielder, Vladimir Guerrero. And first offering is fouled off. On the ground, right side. Cronenworth throws to first in time.
Up next for the Tigers.
2 down, base is empty. Jose Bautista up now for the Tigers. Singled and drove in a run his first time through. Fought off foul. Here comes the 0-1. Hit hard on the ground is short. And that is that. All set for the bottom of the 9th. Stepping in for San Diego, Kerry Carpenter. And that's through there for a strike. And it's 0-1.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, like the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the 9th inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. There's just something about that 9th inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
The 0-2. That one lifted to left. Bautista coming on. Takes it in for the out. Here's the center fielder, Jackson Merrill.
High inside.
Center fielder, number 3, Jackson Merrill.
Ripped on the ground to second. Throw to first in time. Last chance for the Padres. Here's the cleanup hitter for the Padres, Ramon Laureano.
Well, just about to hit that century mark. 100 pitches for this game.
And a foul ball.
Slider. Low outside.
The Padres down to their final strike. Got him. That's the ball game.
It has become increasingly difficult to throw a complete game shutout because of all of the offensive prowess that these hitters are showing around the league today. But he had total command of this game, and he saw it all the way through to the end. Nice win.
8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.